Hey guys, so actually again something happened with the recording, but yeah, let's just replay this game in real time. So yeah, so we're going to replay this game. Actually, you guys can't see the result, so let me spoil it for you. Actually, I lost this game. I'm playing. Actually, luck runs out, so I'm still in this May 7th session. This is the fourth game. I won 3 games from basically losing positions. I was mostly outplayed in some of them. One of them was like a big opening blunder. But here, actually, I outplayed my opponent, but ended up losing badly. So I'll explain more about the opening now. We're just watching it in real time. So here already I was feeling way, like I was way better or maybe even winning. In retrospect, yeah, d5 makes sense. I shouldn't have allowed this kind of counterplay they got, which didn't even really amount to much. So I didn't want them to be pleased that they got this knight off or anything, or this bishop off, so I took with the queen and just went here, pushing for the queenside attack. So I felt rather good. Queen c8 was a clever move by them, or at least a tricky move, threatening some stuff on the c-file, and also trying to trade off queens after e5, which is what they tried to do in the game. Now here, I thought there should be like a good way to punish this, but I didn't find much other than pushing the pawn and going here. Now e5 is clearly their, or was clearly their intention, just trying to push the pawn and try to trade queens, but I didn't really like this idea either. So we can see I have a very reasonable edge, plus 1 point something. It should have been much more, of course, after the way they played the opening, which I will explain why it was wrong in a bit. And yeah, so actually, by the way, what did I want to mention? Oh, okay, no, sorry, that comes a bit later. And here, okay, this bishop h3 I kind of missed. Basically, it's a way to really, like the queen only has 1 square, so it's a way to really annoy the black queen. So I could have gone bishop h3, then after queen e4, like knight c3, keep winning tempos against the queen. And then finally this bishop's purpose over here would have been kind of like this bishop's presence there would have been purposeless. So yeah, we end up here, and here I've already lost most of my advantage actually because of this trade. And knight d5, I did see that it allows knight b3 check, but somehow my opponent missed it. Now actually I keep playing this in real time because you can notice the clocks, guys. I was doing, oh, the clock up there is cut off. Wow, this is something I've only noticed now. Yeah, so my opponent had 2 minutes anyway. I'm not going to fix. Actually, I can just fix it a bit in OBS. So it was 2 minutes here. Yeah, I was just playing so slowly, and they were playing very natural moves and reasonable moves, I would say. And here I start spending even more time. I'm trying to see if knight f6 check works, but then I saw just king h8, and I really don't have much. And so queen b3 immediately, the engine wants, okay. h6 to then go knight f6 check, not bothering that the position will be closed because you have a good stronghold on the king side. Yeah, the way this went, still equal though, and that's reasonable. But yeah, I was so down on time, 30 seconds versus 1 minute 40 seconds. I just completely forgot about the time because of the commentary, so I needed to pay attention to that thing. So anyway, yeah, and here I'm just going to end up losing on time in a few. I wasn't able to find moves, I kept dropping pawns, and it was just really bad. So yeah. And here rook d2 was a nice move, adding pressure to the c pawn and threatening f2. And yeah, it's of no use here really to take a look at the moves, look at the time. Just 11 seconds against 1 minute something. Now g5, I was like shocked they played g5. That's a rather insane move. But of course, with the time situation, I have to repeatedly say, there's no way of cutting it. I'm going to lose on time. Even if I'm the fastest player, I'm going to make bad moves and just lose on time. I expected b5, of course, but like there's just no good solution. And here I ended up losing on time. Or did I resign? Actually, I lost on time. So something about the opening. So this is the Winawer. A very annoying line, to be honest, for white, because either you're highly booked up and then still the games are like very complex. And I've written articles about the Winawer and Fabiano Caruana. You can check them out on my blog on Leeches. But I still don't feel confident with it in a Blitz game. So actually I used to play it, but I had somewhat bad results. Now I have a very memorable queen sack game in the Winawer where I started pushing my h-pawn, as is typical in the normal Winawer lines. If you want, I can show you guys. So, and here like knight e7 and queen g4. Yeah, so the point is you end up like getting a good game with this h-pawn. Yeah, I'm not going to show you that game because I can just I don't have it memorized. Actually, it'll take a while for me to remember it, even if I could. Like, I'm not even sure I could. And besides, you can I will just upload a video about it. So anyway, that was the normal Winawer, but I've discovered this gambit line which Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and his second Etienne Bacro, they play. So I was pretty happy to discover this line, and like, of course I knew about it. Actually, one of my good friends, Ralph, shout out to him, he plays it as well. So but I never really adopted it. Like, I knew he played it, but I never really thought about adopting it. I kept being bullish on the mainline Winawer. But a bit before Etienne and Maxime Vachier-Lagrave were in prominence for playing it, like I think they've played it for a while now. But yeah, a bit before that, I just made the decision I'm going to switch out of the mainline Winawer with e5 and just play the sideline, which is actually rather good. This gambit is very sound, actually. You guys can look that up. Not going to spend too much time explaining the opening. And here it seems like you're losing a pawn, but of course after taking, this pawn is under attack, and if they try to protect it, you have this f3 move, which just is similar to the Black Mar-D-Mar, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. So it's not a problem at all. And against this line in particular, I play this move, preparing queen d2 and long castles, which gives white a nice edge. And in practice, it's so difficult for black to defend. I have an excellent score in this line with white. And I should have won this game, of course, but I kept babbling too much and trying to punish my opponent too much as well. So bishop a6, like, yeah, the engine doesn't think it's such a bad move, but I think it's a bit naive to think that this pressure is going to amount to much. Now, of course, I don't want to remove the knight and just allow them to trade off my light squared bishops, which is what happened in the game eventually. But I don't want to do that in general, if I can avoid it. So here is something, yeah, this is a very nice idea. The point is, like, when I take here, I just give black so much piece potential, especially this knight coming here. They should be very happy about that. Now, I didn't do that in the game, but it ended up happening even without my will, because this is the only move to protect the knight. And even though I get like a nice position here, just preventing that kind of counterplay with d5. Now the knight has nowhere to go. It doesn't go here. The only square is here, but then I can just like take and go here and all of this good stuff. Actually, let's turn on the engine. Let's see if this is exactly what the engine wants to do. Waiting for the engine. And yeah. Oh, I'm stupid. I just won the bishop. Ugh. Okay, so I should have played that. And here, yeah, this is something very easy. And now the bishop is purposeless here, and I just am very happy. I would have actually, if they played something like queen c4, I would have played this, which is fine as well. Now, of course, this might be a bit annoying, but remember that this is a really thorn pawn in the black position. So anyway, this happened. And yeah, I expected knight b3 check. I'm surprised they didn't see it, because that's what they were planning all along. And here I was calculating knight f6, but just this. Of course, this loses on the spot. Mate is coming, and the only way to prevent that is to sack the queen. Yeah, and here it doesn't make much sense to analyze. I know the position is fine, but I'm just way too down on time. The position is fine and I'm way too down on time. Some rhyming going on there. Alright guys, so an unfortunate game I guess, but I can't be too sad because of the previous 3 games. I got really lucky. So I think I'm going to play one more Blitz game for this session. Kind of like the May 6 Blitz session, only 5 games. So yeah, I'll bid you adieu for this video and hope to see you on the next one. Take care guys, bye.